If you're looking for a new show that screams cinematography, HBO's Euphoria is it. We've passed the halfway point of season 1, and these are some of my favourite scenes so far. Is this Stranger Things but for edgy teenagers? This particular episode heavily uses red lights as a warning sign. The characters are in or about to get themselves in trouble, but this scene uses a complementary colour instead. Blues and cyans are meant to be calming, however what Jules is about to encounter is anything but that. She isn't just stepping into dangerous waters. The consequences of this specific interaction will pull her and other characters into deeper shit in later episodes. The calm before the storm, I guess. I like the choice they've made to show the text messages like subtitles. It goes with the sleek, stylish look of the whole show, as opposed to having, speech bubbles pop up. Overall, this scene isn't a full-on stunner, but I just like how it's assembled and the parallels it shares with the scene in a future episode. I mean, we already know this sequence is a shit, right? They even have a clip showing you how they did it. It's really cool.
We were listening to this song.
I love the music, the fake vintage film filter, the warmth shown in Rue's interactions with her family and Jules, directly contrasted with the cold felt when watching her isolating drug use. A long ass take tracking Rue's line of sight to visually foreshadow a possible love triangle. When I think of split screens in TV movies or shows, it usually involves a phone call, and I think this is my first time seeing characters just text within this kind of context, which I found pretty neat. I love that some shots are framed so identically that they almost mirror each other. The visual divide juxtaposes the two characters who consider themselves opposites, enemies even, but in the virtual world they've unknowingly crossed that line and created a great connection. This scene is super cute until they dissolve the split and show that Nate may have other motives. So, full disclosure, Shook Ones Part 2 is probably my favourite episode so far. I don't think this is one take, but I love the work that was put into it to make it look like it is. Having Nate and Maddie's phone conversation happening in the background ties it all together so well. It's also just an effective way to set multiple characters and introduce the conflicts that will arise in the episode. Who doesn't love bokeh? And what better way to take multiple shots of those beautiful out-of-focus lights than in an evening carnival with fireworks going off in the background? While I think they wasted an opportunity to make a musical reference to this episode's title, the orchestral music complemented the carnival set really well and elevated the suspense in this particular scene. I like how the fireworks are exploding behind the characters' heads. It's a clever way of demonstrating the panic behind their minds, their thoughts racing a mile a minute. A similar technique is used in episode 5 when a projector is shining behind Ethan's head. This is the scene that I think acts as a parallel to the clip I mentioned from the first episode. This show likes using extreme long shots that track Jules' movement before she enters danger, and this particular shot reminds me of the maze scene from The Shining. And again, her entering dangerous waters, even though that wasn't probably in the intention, but Also, Nate is definitely a psychopath and should not come near Jules. We saw a lot of circular movement throughout the episode, and making a reference to it in the final scene is ingenious. The movement of the camera makes us feel like we're going through a revolving door, which can act as a passage from one phase to another in your life, like a new beginning, change, or momentum. It can also be interpreted as things coming and going quickly, in and out, or even the idea of going around and around in a revolving door and not being able to get out. In this instance, Rue's stuck in a revolving door of addiction. She hasn't overcome her drugs and has instead just replaced it with Jules. Jules, shattered with the knowledge of Tyler not being who she hoped for, has replaced that revolving door with the guaranteed affection from Rue, which we later learn will make her feel even more suffocated, like she's stuck in a loop.